Alright, I'm doing something a bit different this episode. I'm playing a new gacha game that I've really gotten into, that I actually am enjoying. I don't usually play gacha games, I kind of only play Blue Archive, but this one I've really gotten into recently. So this is called SNOWBREAK. I'm just going to put this out there right now. This is not sponsored. This is not a sponsored video. This is just me wanting to play SNOWBREAK just because it's the new gacha game that I've discovered and that I'm having a lot of fun with. And I think the main reason I'm having fun with it is because it's actually a game. It actually has levels and mechanics, and it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, so I'm playing it. So in terms of gacha games, I'm not like the biggest gacha game player. I tried getting into Genshin, Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves. I've played a lot of them is basically the point that I'm trying to get at, and I really do not usually get into them. I think Blue Archive is probably the only gacha game that I've ever gotten into, just because I really like just collecting the characters in that one. But this one have been playing a lot over the last couple of days, just because I like the fact that it's actually a game, and it's free. Like, free games that actually have content are always good. And this one's actually quite fair with its drop rates as well. Like, I've only played this game for about maybe 5 or 6 hours over the last, like, 2 days. Maybe even less, actually. Maybe only, like, 4 hours. And I've already managed to accumulate, like, probably, like, 30 or 40 tickets to do, like, gacha pools. And I've already been able to get, like, my account level to, like, level 40 and, like, level up a bunch of my characters. So, like, this game's actually pretty fair with its, like, drop rates I've found so far. So far. It might get, like, a bit grindy later on, but, like, I've played Blue Archive for 100 hours on Steam, and it's at the point where I'm literally just log on, do all my dailies, collect my gems, and then turn the game off because there's just nothing to do in that game now that I've completed, like, all the missions and the story mode and stuff. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is I don't play gacha games, usually, and so to find one that I'm having fun with is very rare. Like I said, this is not sponsored, but I will say the prices on some of the premium currencies are actually not as egregious as what I've seen in some other games, so far this game's getting points. It's getting points from me personally, just because I don't play a lot of these types of games, but I like this one. Alright, I'm gonna just do a few of these missions, but then there is one thing that I wanted to do, and that's that they've got a bunch of trial characters at the moment to try out that have some exclusive, like, outfits and stuff and give some rewards. So I'm gonna do all of those trials and just see that there's one character that I'm saving all my tickets for that I'm really trying to pull, so I'll see how I go. I've got enough to do a pull this episode, and actually, I've got enough to do a fair few pulls, honestly. I will say the sound design, the voice acting, like, everything in this game is pretty competent. I think free gamers on PC, we're eating good at the moment. Like, PC gamers, we're eating good at the moment. We've got Where Winds Meet, we've got this, we've got, like, I think Genshin Impact is, like, the biggest of, like, all time in terms of free games. Like, that game just, like, constantly gets, like, updates and, like, keeps its players in pretty reliably. And you've got, like, Fortnite, we've got, like, Call of Duty, Warzone, like, if you're a PC gamer and you don't, like, have money to buy games, like, on Steam, you're eating good. Like, Steam has like, this year especially, like, 2025 has been such a terrible year for, like, actual, like, major releases. Like, it's been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad in terms of the releases this year, but in terms of the free game market, like, the free games that are coming out this year, we've been eating good. Like, there've been some bangers come out on the free games market this year. And you know what the hilarious part is? None of them are from the West, as far as I know. It seems to be, like, just everything coming out of China, Korea, and Japan seems to be what's, like, actually getting players at the moment. Like, the Western games industry just, they aren't releasing a hell of a lot of good at the moment. Like, the newest Call of Duty game is just actually a joke. I cannot believe that they even released that and thought that it was something that could be released at, like, a full premium price tag when Battlefield exists. So from what I can tell in this game, there's only about, like maybe 10 or 15 girls, but they have, like, a shit ton of variants, and that's where, like, the gacha mechanic comes in. It's just the amount of variants of the characters there are. Like, so I've got this girl here in the middle, that's level 42. Her name is, Wildheart, but her actual name is Leaf. And I've got another... I think I've got 2 other versions of Leaf as well, but they're technically different characters because they've got a different, like, weapon style and, like, attack and stuff. So, yeah, it's a bit of a different take on the gacha formula, I guess, where you're not just, like... I have to use Blue Archive as the example because that's the only other gacha game that I play. But in Blue Archive, there's, like... Oh, there's something ridiculous. There's, like, 300 or 400 different girls you can, like, collect. Like, there's a lot. Like, it might not be that high. It might be, like, 200. But there's, like, 200 actual characters, but then they've got, like, two or three variants of them each. So, different outfits or whatever. Like, special event characters, but
still not enough.
Other than that, there is, like, there's a lot of girls to collect in that game. Whereas in this game, from what I've seen, there's about 15 girls, but then you just collect a whole bunch of different variants of them. And so far, this is my favorite variant of Haru. I've got a couple of variants of her. But this is like the legendary drop version of her. Like, they all have different rarities and stuff, so... After this, I'll go into my, character party thing, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, just to give you an actual example, so I don't just sound like I'm rambling. Yeah, actually, this will be the easiest way to show you. So, see, I've got, Wild Hunt here. So... But then I've also got Wednesday, but Wednesday is the same character, see Leaf and Leaf, but they're different attributes and different types, but they're technically the same girl. And then the same with the Ace. This is just another version of Haru. So, Raikau, Lionheart, like that's, so Wild Hunt, like that's the type of that character is, I suppose. But they're all sort of different enough that they feel fun to play, and also there's a lot of customization you can do with them. So if I click on details, I can go to weapons here, I can click change, and like these are all the shotguns I've accumulated, so I can like change out her to have like a different like shotgun that has like a different ability or attribute. So this one says like attack boost 9.8%, this one's defense boost. The one I've currently got it on is a HP boost, just because, I don't know. Also, it's the rarest shotgun I have, so, you know, typical video game, you always just equip the rarest variant that you have. So yeah, like, this is an orange variant of Haru, but then the Ace is only, like, a purple variant, which is, like, the easiest to get. Anyway, it's, there's also, with, like, Lionheart here, with, Fenny, if I go to details, like, there's also a bunch of outfits you can collect for them and stuff. This one is a special pickup outfit just for spending any amount of money in the real cash shop, so I literally just spent like $1 just so I could get that skin and get a couple of other things. So that's pretty fair, like, especially like a free-to-play game. If I can get more than 2 hours out of a free-to-play game, I don't mind splashing them a couple of dollars, just because I am, like, I have spent $80 on like some AAA games and barely even gotten like 60 to 70 minutes out of them, so if I can get at least 2 hours out of a free-to-play game, I don't mind splashing them a couple of bucks every now and then. I think on Blue Archive, just because I've played that game for like 100 hours, I think I've spent about 50 bucks on that one so far, which is still cheaper than any AAA game. And I've gotten more time out of it than most AAA games that I play as well. Also, shotguns in this game are really, like, kind of broken. Because see the orange dots that I've got down there, that's how many shots I've got. But if I just hold the button down, because you've got like unlimited ammo, it just, every time she loads a new shell, she'll just fire it immediately. Like, so shotguns are very good if you're getting overwhelmed, just because you can just literally hold the button and just essentially infinitely fire. There is one specific character that I am trying to pull at the moment, and that's why I'm doing like so many... Like, why I'm grinding out so many of the purple currency, just to, like, buy tickets to do more pulls, because there is just one character that I want, because I played her in another trial, and she was just so fun, that I just want to pull her just so I can play her. I will say as well, I think one thing that is also, like, kind of more, like, attractive about, like, these types of gacha games, like this one and Blue Archive, is that there's only one type of premium currency. So, like, that's it. Like, you just, if you want to spend money, you don't have to, like, read through spreadsheets to, like, figure out what currency you need to buy for what particular pool, for what particular drop, for what particular character. No, it's just, there's one premium currency, You buy that premium currency, and then that one premium currency just does everything. Like, it's the same in Blue Archive. Like, you just buy crystals. That's it. There's no, like, bullshit, like, you need to buy crystals and also red hexes and treasure chests and, like, all this other crap. No, it's just you buy crystals. Crystals are everything. In this game, it's you buy the cubes, and the cubes are just everything. Like, it's so much more, like, user-friendly, and will probably, like, actually retain players a lot better if you just have one type of currency. This game has one currency which is used for everything, like Battle Pass, everything. The Battle Pass is a little bit overpriced, I will admit. Like, I think if you want, like, the premium Battle Pass, it's like 50 bucks or something. I will say, 2025 has made me really happy about, like, one thing, and that's that I love that it's impossible to tell, like, the difference between some paid reviews and, like, just random-ass normal YouTubers like me now with, like, some of these free games. Like, Where Winds Meet. Like, so many people were getting accused of being, like, paid shills for that game, and, like, they'd gotten paid by the company to, like, glaze it, but no, it was actually just that good that people were naturally, like, booting it up and just, like, playing it and glazing it, because it was actually just a game. Like, it wasn't just, like, trying to nickel and dime you and swindle you at, like, every chance it got. It was actually just a game. And, like, it's the same with, like, I will say, for me personally, it's the same with this game, with SNOWBREAK. Like, it's just a game that happens to be free. Like, you can pay if you want to, but because there's no, like, PvP or anything, like, it's not like you can pay to win on anything. It's literally, you're just paying for yourself, and that's what I like. I like that. Do I have to use the trial girls? I have to use the trial girls. I hate it when it locks me into using characters that are a lower level that I don't want to use. Oh well, Enya's not that bad, actually. Her abilities are kind of fun to fuck around with. Yeah, Enya... her abilities are pretty fun, actually. I like this one. This isn't even her, like, ultimate skill. This is just, like, her support skill. And it's this good. Like, this is one of the, like, I guess, quote-unquote, like, premium characters that you will really, really have to grind for if you want this girl. Because, like, she is pretty broken. Alright, here we go. Try new. Yep, let's do these trials, because these are just gonna give me some upgrade materials as well to level up with, which is handy. Which is handy, and also, like, they're trying to sell these outfits at the moment in the shop, so it also gives you a good opportunity to see what they look like. There's one character out of doing these trials that I would like to get. This girl is definitely one of them. Her weapon is so powerful. Like, the way she, like, attacks and the flourishes and the reload and everything, like, this girl, like, if there was PvP in this game, this girl would be, like, the meta, I feel like. But there's one character that I really want to do, like, a bunch of pulls for, who is part of this event, because she has a minigun, and I am a fan of any character that has a minigun. It's just one of my favorite video game weapons. But I also would not mind having this girl either, because she is a sniper rifle that plays like a shotgunner. Alright, this is the character I'm actually currently trying to grind for, Katya, because I really like her, like, weapon and the way she played. I really like the way... Her ultimate skill was also, like, broken as fuck, like, when I tried this out on the previous trial. Also, I like that when you click sprint, she just flies around. It's very cool. Although, I think that the outfit that she's wearing, if I want it, it's like $30 or $40. Like, it's so expensive. Like, some of the microtransactions are really not, but check this out, this is her ultimate skill. Her ultimate skill goes on for, like, way too long. It's just so broken. Okay, this is so unfair, by the way. So, animated, 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 not animated. This girl wasn't worthy enough of an animation. But this is also the Battle Pass girl, so maybe it's different. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of funny that she wasn't deserving of having an animated sprite like the others. Alright, let's do actual missions, get some more of the purple gems, and then we'll end this episode by just doing a bunch of pulls. Just do as many pulls as I can get from what I've accumulated by the end of these missions, I think. Because, like I said, this game so far has been pretty generous with the drop rate and the pull rate. Plus, it's just a fun, it's just a fun shooter. Like, I like experimenting with the different guns and the different characters and the way they play. The only characters I haven't really gotten into are the snipers. snipers are a little bit bland. Like, just mostly because they fire way too slow for how quickly, like, yeah, for usually in, like, missions in this game, enemies just swarm. So they're just too, like, the snipers are just not useful in most circumstances. Which is unfortunate, because snipers are usually good fun to play in a lot of shooter games. I mean, you can't do everything perfectly, I suppose, especially not in a free-to-play gacha game. You know, I will say for the amount of hours that I've put into this game, I think that, I've got a, like, a pay, like, I get paid, like, when I get paid, I don't know why I'm being so, words are difficult right now because of my stutter, and it's been not too bad the last few days, but for some reason I'm really stuttering tonight. Anyway, when I get paid, I think that I might actually throw these guys a couple of bucks on a microtransaction, just because, like, I've gotten a fair few hours out of this game. Like, that's pretty rare for me, especially on, like, free-to-play games. Like, I usually drop free-to-play games after, like, 40 or 50 minutes, usually, just because the free-to-play model has always just been, like, such a, endless cash grind of just bullshit to me, and that's why I, like, very rarely play free-to-play games, and why I kind of just, like, avoid them like the plague. But you know what? I will give credit where credit is due. These people have actually made a game, as opposed to just a friggin' Bitcoin mining scam or something. I feel like Genshin really is, like, that one game that, like, if you're, like, a Genshin player, like, you are dedicated as fuck to that game. I think the same goes with a lot of those, like, free-to-play model games. It's like, once you find the one that you like, a lot of people do kind of stick with it for, like, ever, because of, like, the amount of, like, money, time, and effort that you put into a game like that. Like, I know for me, personally, like, Fortnite, I've had that since it was a friggin', PvP, like, zombie survival game. And, like, every, like, 6 months or so, I'll, like, boot it back up just to, like, see, like, what's going on in that game. Just to keep up with it a little bit. Like, I did that whole, like, Peter Griffin Fortnite video on the channel, and that was because, like, I just saw that they had Peter Griffin in Fortnite, and I just decided to log on and just to grind him out and get him. And I know I made, like, the joke in that video that I paid for him, but I didn't. I legitimately just spent so many hours just grinding him out, because it was just... It's just fun. Fortnite's the type of game where it's fun to just log on, like, once a year for me, and just, like, play it for, like, 10 to 20 hours, and then just be done with it and just forget about it again. Claim all these. Alright, we're good for purple, and we leveled up. That's even better. Alright, sweet. Now let's go do some pulls. Let's go do some pulls. I want, not Mia, I want, where is she? Rhapsody, right here. Yes, buy 10. Buy 10, come on. Give me something good. Nope. I don't need guns. Come on, give me the character. That's a new character. Nita. We don't have Nita yet. That's alright. Yep, perform 10. Come on. Last 10. Give me a new character. Nope. God damn it. How many pulls do I have to do before I'm just guaranteed to get her? Oh, I need to do 40. Sweet. Alright, that's just 4 more 10s. Perfect. I can do that. That's pretty easy. This has been what? We've been playing for... not even an hour is how long I've been playing to this recording, and I managed to get that many pulls, so I think if I just do some more of those levels that I was doing, I should be able to grind out enough of these purple crystals to do some more pulls, because I do want that character. Alright, anyway, well, that's, this is, SNOWBREAK. This is just the gacha game that I've been playing at the moment, just because I'm personally finding it enjoyable, and I just couldn't be bothered really recording anything else today, just because I wasn't really feeling in the mood. I wasn't really feeling in the mood to record anything too intense or strenuous today. Anyway, yeah, like I'm gonna reiterate this one more time. This video is not sponsored. I am not sponsored in any way to be playing this game. So if I sound like I'm overly glazing it, like, oh yes, paid shield, well, guess what? if I lied to you guys and I was actually sponsored, that would be against YouTube's terms of service and it would get my channel nuked. So that's how you know that this is actually just my raw glazing of this game. And 2025 has had a lot of games that are really worth glazing this year in terms of the free games market, because we are eating good this year. And hopefully it's enough to make the AAA industry wake the fuck up, realize that we don't want their garbage that they're, like, feeding us at the moment, because, like, holy shit, there has not been, like... I think, like, Battlefield 6 is, like, the only, like, Western AAA game that I can think of that has come out this year that actually, like, did any good. Every other Western AAA game that's come out this year has been pretty miserable. It's been a pretty miserable year, honestly. No more political games. Let's just get that out there right now. No more politics in video games. Enough with the over-monetization. And Ubisoft, for the love of God, just friggin' keel over and die already. Alright, well, that's the last mission complete that I'm gonna do for this video. I'm gonna play some more off-screen, and who knows, I might do a second episode of this game if I decide I want to. I don't know, it depends. Just depends on if there's another, like, more event going on or whatever, because there's, like, there's a lot going on down in this events tab. Like, there's a lot to do in this game at the moment, and like I said, with the amount that I've been playing this game over the last couple of days, I probably will just end up doing a second episode of this, just because I will just, like, be playing it, just because this is just what I'm playing in my spare time at the moment, which I'm not having a problem with. But just, before I go, I'll give you guys, like, just a quick, what I'm trying to talk about with, like, the premium currencies. So, like, this is it. This is your premium currency. You just pay for this, and then if you want purple crystals, you just convert them into purple crystals, which, like, some of these, like, I feel like these aren't very fair, like, considering that you just saw me get, like, 5,000 crystals after only playing for, like, an hour or so. But if you buy enough of these crystals, they do give you, like, free items in exchange, depending on how many you buy. But again, that's still a lot of crystals you gotta buy. And, yeah, like, you've got also these, which you can purchase for, like, 30 crystals, and, like, then you've got all this for 30 crystals. But, like, again, it's all just crystals. It's all just the crystals. There's no... like, there's not, like, 5 or 6 different, like, premium currencies, like, so many other of these games have. Like, it's all just these crystals. Like, the outfits, crystals. Like, if you already own the character, you just go over to the outfit and just buy the outfit. But, like, if you want the bundle, then you just buy the bundle for, like, more crystals. That comes with, like, just a gun as well, like... But yeah, you know... like, I'm just a fan of games that aren't overly monetized, especially free-to-play ones. Anyway, till the next episode, like, comment, subscribe, do all the good shit. If there's a game you'd like to see me play and or suffer through, I'm more than happy to suffer through shitty video games if it's for the sake of entertaining you guys. Anyway, till the next episode, love you all, goodbye.